What's an adjective for alone but not lonely? I always thought that the adjective for alone but not lonely was lonesome, but apparently lonely and lonesome mean the same thing. What's the difference between lonely and lonesome? Is there an adjective for somebody who's alone but not sad? For example, I'm an introvert. I've been telling people that I'm a lonesome person because I prefer being alone. Being alone does not make me feel lonely. However, now that I learned that lonesome and lonely mean the same thing, I'm wondering what adjective I'd use in place of lonesome.
I believe solitary fits the bill. Not gregarious, colonial, social, or compound. Most cats are solitary creatures. From m-w.com.
I'd suggest solo. Often used in contexts such as solo bushwalk, solo bike ride. Going solo has, if anything, positive connotations of self-reliance and independence. Adjective, alone, without a companion or partner. This URL, def number 10. Here's an article entitled When Solo Travel Feels Lonely, which seems to confirm that solo-ness is not, by default, lonely.
Lone wolf, a person who prefers to work, act, or live alone. This URL. Normally a noun, but at a stretch you could use it as an adjective, e.g., a lone wolf guy. One, an apt adjective is self-contained, which means quietly confident and self-sufficient, comfortably alone in a positive sense. Adjective, self-contained. One, of a thing, complete, or having all that is needed, in itself. Every section of the painting is a self-contained unit. Synonyms, complete, independent, separate, freestanding, enclosed. Two, of a person, quiet and independent, not depending on or influenced by others, he's very self-contained. This URL. 2. A good concept for your personal use. Aloneness is a word specifically used to mean alone, in a positive sense. Even if defined negatively as a synonym of solitude or loneliness in some standard dictionaries, it is used self-affirmingly as a contrast to loneliness, which has negative connotations. My sister, who is an expert psychologist and ace in spirituality, has suggested this word, which I had never heard of till now, and confirmed the positive connotation and usage of aloneness as a positive attitude to being alone. Example of usage: loneliness versus aloneness. What's the difference? By Pragito Dove at HuffPost blog. These are not definitions but contrasting interpretations by the author. Loneliness is a lack, a feeling that something is missing, a pain, a depression, a need, an incompleteness, an absence. Aloneness is presence, fullness, aliveness, joy of being, overflowing love. You are complete. Nobody is needed, you are enough. My sister, who is herself an extrovert, but spiritual, asked me in relation to this question, why should being alone be perceived as being lonely? When I am alone, I am with myself. I suspect that spiritually advanced people have reclaimed and redefined the word aloneness, especially to counter the negative connotations acquired by loneliness, because of the herd mentality that man is/must be a social animal. However, this word is not yet widely used and may only convey the meaning of loneliness if you use it to describe yourself to others, unless you are willing to explain its positive connotations. See this article for the full text of the above extract. This URL.
I would say self-sufficient here. This word has positive meaning and it could work in the described situation.
support the channel, please consider